Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another NR2003 career mode video. Before this one gets underway, we have some more silly season news. Announced earlier today, Caleb Costner next season is going to have a huge sponsorship offer from Dryden. So I would expect them to do a lot better from this season to next season in season 4. So I'm excited to see what the 95 team can do. And as well, Parker Chase will not be returning to the number 15 Toyota Camry next season, as Leland Honeyman will actually be taking over that car. And it's not yet known where Parker Chase is going to go into season 4, but maybe he'll be moving up. We're not sure yet. But that's it for Arca's Silly Season. We have a few truck announcements as well, but you'll hear those in the truck race. But anyways, let's get this Dover race underway. I think this is the 5th race of the Arca Menard Series season. I'm not sure, but let's get this one going. Alright, here we are getting ready to go green for the Dover race. I was actually wrong. It's the 6th race of the season, but our drivers, Cole Moore and Matt Squire, are here today. We got Cole Moore in the car for the first time this week. He's in the 98 Banana Boat. I said 50 for some reason. And we got Matt Squire in the number 56 Banana Boat machine. So, coming into this race, Matt Squire currently top 10 in points. And if he can get another top 10 finish, maybe even top 5, we'll see. He might be able to move up on the leaderboards here, but I'm not expecting a whole lot from either driver today. This is our home track race here in the Arca Menard series, but it's the 44 of Mason Diaz who actually started on the pole. The green flag is out for the Dover race. Mason Diaz out to a car length lead over Andy Jankowiak and Donald Thieg. Donald, the 55-year-old, has had a stellar season so far. He currently runs inside the top 5 as Connor Mozak goes around him on the bottom. Squire's going to stay out. He's going to lead his first few laps of the race, and actually I think of the season here. So a strategy call by the River Motorsports driver. And he'll finally bring it down the road. I feel like I'm making this segment way too long, so let's go ahead and skip to the end. Alright, the field coming to just 2 laps to... Actually, no, they're coming to the white flag now. Our driver, Matt Squire, hasn't had a good race since the pit stops happened. He's back in the 18th position now, a lap down. However, our other driver, the 98 of Cole Moore, he is going to finish in 13th. While the 44 of Mason Diaz, he's going to score a dominating win here at Dover. Andy Jankowiak, he's going to come home in 2nd, wherever he is. There he is. There's Jesse Love. Behind him, Tanner Reef had a solid day here at Dover. And you can see our driver, Matt Squire. There's the 18 of Sammy Smith, top 5 for him. The 15, Parker Chase, is going to finish 5th as well. But let's move on to the truck series. It's going to be something. I don't know what to expect for the truck race. Alright guys, I have made a big goof. I threw it in reverse before, and I forgot to press record, so low-key kind of glad you guys didn't see that, but yeah, I may or may not have just completely screwed over the entire field. But that's besides the point. We're getting ready to go green here at Kansas for another NASCAR Truck Series race. This should be a fun one, as the pace car going to be pulling off the speedway now. We'll have Ty Majeski, Stuart Friesen, John Hunter, Nemechek, Chandler Smith, your top 5. Green flag is out. Not a good start for us. Majeski was able to stay pretty even with us, and he still is. There we go. We are off into the sunset here. Had to lift out of 2, or else we were going to smack the wall. Friesen was a lot closer than I thought he was. Yeah, our car is just super loose right now. So let's take it nice and easy here. Let's not crank the wheel. You know, it was tight. Now it's loose. I'm kind of confused. Chandler Smith, who missed the Daytona 500, to Zane Smith. He's running third right now. Or no, second rather. Parker Kligerman trying to take over that third spot. Carson Hocevar top 5. That's the first time we've seen him there all year. We're going on to lap 3 now, or going on to lap 4 this time around. Chandler's looking good right now. He gained about 2/10 on us there. I'll be happy with a top 10, top 5 finish here at Kansas. I mean, if we dominate and don't win, I'll be a little upset, but I'll take that over, or no, I'll take a top 5 over getting a sub 20 finish. But we're going to lead the opening 5 laps here so far at Kansas Speedway. We're going to have some silly season next race at Darlington, so that should be a fun one. We're not going to have a throwback because I don't really feel like making one and finding everyone else's throwback, so you know, it's not worth it to me. Chandler Smith, he is gaining on us, and we just ran our fastest lap of the race, which was about 6/10 slower than our qualifying run, so take with that what you will. This lap might actually be pretty good here. But yeah, so far, Season 3, it's been up and down with the inconsistent uploads, I know. And I apologize for that. I've tried my best, but we were on 2/10 faster that lap. I don't want to push too hard, you know. Don't want to break this car's tires. We're going to need tires. We can only make another 25 or so laps here on fuel throughout the rest of this race. Oh, had a really good line there through 3 and 4. We were able to keep it above 160. Holding away just a little bit more here. Gap opened up to about 4/10 of a second now. Our K&N Chevrolet Silverado, beautiful. Feels great. Probably one of the best cars I've driven all season. Setup wise, hi Chandler Smith. He just kind of came from nowhere. Oh my gosh, this was a much slower lap. Oh yeah, big time. Oh, we're gonna get up into the wall there. No. But Darlington should be another good, strong race for us. I have a really good line there, thanks to the Rush League. We had a really good race there, led 40 to 60 laps during that race. Hopefully this time around, though, we win. I'd like to win at Darlington. It's definitely one of the harder tracks to race at with AI. And real people, too, but, you know. 10 laps in. This might be one of the few races that we have to like cut some bits of the race out. Usually I don't cut the actual race out of the video. Like I'll cut caution laps and stuff out, but not the actual race. Green flag laps, because I mean this one's just boring. We're just kind of leading here. Unless I have interesting stuff to talk about, it's not fun for you guys, so. Let's see. Let's try to get a pit strategy going here. So we can be another 20 laps here on pit stop. Let's go to lap 31 then. Let's pit on lap 32 actually. Yeah, we'll pit on lap 32. We're starting to pull away from Chandler Smith yet again here. Not by a lot, still within a second, so. If we make a mistake, it won't go unnoticed. That's for sure. Right now we've got the car to beat, our number 07 Matrix, Canna Rockwell Auto, K&N, Chevy Silverado has been class of the field the first 12 laps. Not really much else I can say here. Way up the track we go there. We had a very low entry. I just kind of let it ride up the track because I didn't want to burn our tires any more than we already are, at least. What are we doing wrong now? That was a 10th faster. He just might be getting faster right now. If we can't pull back away, even though I think we just did, I wouldn't be surprised, but let's see here. Right down to the apron. Nice and snug there. And we'll get on to lap number 15. It's starting to get super tight on entry. Mainly entry into 2, it seems. Or entry into 1. Turn 3 isn't that same feeling I'm getting in 1. Honestly, 3 and 4, we can still pretty much run a qualifying lap around it. This might be a 29.4. Not quite. Incorporated a bit of the brake there into 1. It seemed to be a bit better. We didn't slide the whole way up the track there, so I'll take that, I guess. Almost up in the wall there. 29.4 that lap around. Parker Kligerman now taking over that second spot. There's your top 10. You got any more other surprises? Not really. Tanner Gray just outside of the top 10 in 11th. Matt DiBenedetto, Corey Heim, Brett Holmes. Top 15. I don't know where Brett Holmes decided to have speed. I mean, Bristol, he started on pole. Had a pretty good race. JC Kitzmiller, top 20. I'd say that's a pretty good race going for him right now. Lawless Allen, Derek Kraus, Tyler Ingram, Christian Eckes, Enfinner. And there's the rest of your top 30. Yeah, right now we're up to 8/10 of a second lead now. Not quite. We're going to slide up again unless I can keep it under us. No, not really. Just don't hit the wall. We had to check up. We were going to hit the wall. Dang it. Alright, well, we got about 13 laps until pit stops here, so it's definitely tightening up. I can definitely tell it is, so lap times, it's not as bad as I had thought it was going to be. I mean, it is Kansas, so got back down to under half a second. So we're not really pulling away. We're not falling back either. We're kind of just maintaining our ground for the most part. Unless we can actually get good, consistent laps here. Because our lap times have kind of been all over the place. 29.4, 29.6, 30.0, 29.4, 30.0, you know. 29.5. I feel like that's what we should be averaging around now. 29.5. We'll open the gap again to 29 or 0.62, but again tight out of 2. But 3 and 4, we can still run it like a qualifying lap. So I don't know if it's just us doing something wrong in 1 and 2 or what. Maybe we need to widen up our entry a bit here. Pit speed is 55. That was not a smooth pit entry whatsoever. We slid coming in. We're going to get 4 tires and fuel. We'll be pitting with 25 laps to go. Car feels tight on pit road, honestly.
Leaders on pit road. Go back, go. Your road speed 55.
Alright, and we are out. No penalties, that's good. Alright, and power down. Alright, there's no one close to us, so that's good. I don't know where we're going to be position-wise, so just keep that in mind here. Hopefully that error on entry didn't hurt us too badly. Actually, that's Parker Klickerman right there, so maybe we're just going to have a massive race lead here. I know Zane Smith, he was right behind us, so I think he may have pitted with us. That 38 machine. But he was in 6th. Chase Purdy. Yeah, there's no way. He was ahead of us. Alright, so we cycled back to the race lead here. And actually, we gained a lot of time on pit road. Well, not really. We didn't gain a whole lot. But Zane Smith did not fare a whole lot better on pit road. So with 22 laps to go this time around, we are back out front at Kansas. I feel like it would have been a much different story had we waited till lap 32 to pit, because they would have been out on for a couple of laps on their fresh tires. They would have been able to gain those 6/10ths of a second I had saved in the bank. So we'll take it. Huge lap for us there, 29.153. That was our first qualifying lap, I believe. The exact time, too. I could be wrong. I'd have to look, but 20 laps to go this time around. Kind of pushing a little harder than I really need to. In this current moment, we're going to put 2 cars in between Zane Smith and I, so we're looking good. We're going to have over a second lead for the first time tonight. We're hammered down, no mercy right now. Trying to get our second career Truck Series win. Got to catch up to Ben Rhodes, who has 3 wins this season, which I think is the most he's ever had in a single season, aside from like IRL. I don't know if he had 2 wins last season, right? I think he had 2 wins last season. I'm not sure. Maybe he had none. I don't know how many wins. I think he only had 1. Bristol Dirt in 2022. But in 21, I know he had 2 because he won the Daytona and then the Daytona Road Course as well. So did not have a good entry into 3 there. Spencer Boyd tried to give us the business on the bottom, but did not make it stick. So that's good. 18 laps to go here at Kansas. Zane Smith did gain a bunch of ground there, so gained about 2/10 there. So let's see if he can gain anything here. We're actually somewhere along the road ran a 29.0, so Tate Fogelman made us a little tight there, so I couldn't gas it up as soon as I would have liked to. But this traffic is not fun. Smith is going to gain another 2/10 of a second now. Looks like they're getting ready to qualify for the Truck Series race. I should have been looking at this screen and not my TV. Just saying. I have it up just in case this race wouldn't have finished in time, which it didn't, because I wanted to watch qualifying for the Truck Series today. Because tonight is the season opener for the Truck Series, 2023 season. I'm excited more for the Truck Series this season than I am for Cup. Like, my excitement level for each of the 3 series, it goes Trucks, Xfinity, Cup, which it should be the other way around, but this season, not so much. I've always liked the Truck Series growing up. I always like turning it on in the middle of the night, just watching. And I'm a huge Matt Crafton fan. I liked watching him in the early 2010s, and I still do enjoy Matt Crafton. And I mean, he's at the end of his career, but I mean, he's still, in my opinion, probably the best NASCAR Truck Series driver. Because I'm biased as heck, but he's the guy that got me into Paul Menard as well. I was a pretty decent Paul Menard fan before he retired in 2019. I think he retired in 2019. But yeah. Looks like we're coming up on Chris Wright, another Pennsylvania driver. I learned that just a couple days ago. I was just in the middle of school, just scrolling through racing references, sort of by state. Why not? See what happens. And lo and behold, Chris Wright, Pennsylvania. I should have a wall. There's a wall in my room. Obviously, there's walls in my room, but like, there's a wall in my room that has like no, just like nothing on it. So, you know, I should like just print out every single win, every single burnout that I can find a picture of from our career mode and print it out and put it on there. I think that'll be pretty dope, if you ask me. Coming up to put Chris Wright a lap down here. Actually, it looks like we might have some company. I just realized Zane Smith is less than a second behind us now. Matt Crafton was top 10 in practice yesterday. Norm Benning was 10th. Whoa! What? I didn't even realize that. I didn't look at all of the results. I just kind of just scrolled through. He's 71? Dang. He's in the 46. That's the, JG6 team, isn't it? J something, G2G? I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. Corey LaJoie's racing in this as well. I didn't even know that. I knew Chase Elliott was running, but I didn't know LaJoie was. Is Elliott running with GMS? I don't know. I'm talking like this is like some sort of live stream. Like that's just how boring this video is gonna be. But I mean, I'm trying to give you guys something to remember from this race. This race might come down to a good battle though, because look who's catching us. Looks like the 45 is going out right now. I don't even know who is in the 45. It was Lawless Allen. Okay, it still is Lawless Allen. That's the wall, by the way, guys. 9 laps to go here at Kansas. They're 3 wide in front of us there. So Lawless Allen is the first driver for Craftsman Truck Series qualifying today. I think we might have used up our juices a little too early, guys. With 8 laps to go, we're starting to get super tight. We're not having fun with these lap cars either. Trying to get around Thad Moffitt. We're going to send it into 1 and 2. And we're still going to get tight. Alright, Zane Smith, it's on, sweetheart. I don't care if I have to wreck you, buddy. I'm winning this race. Lawless Allen, top of the board. Oh, there's Travis Pastrana. Oh, yeah. Pastrana's racing in this race as well. What team is he running with, though? I saw a Chevrolet badge on his car. Or on his driver's suit in Worldwide Express, so I'm guessing Whoa! Caution is going to come out with 7 laps to go. Hold on, we got to win this race back first. Alright, now we're good. Looks like, who is that? Is that the 19? That was the 19, Derek Kraus. I'm concerned here. Norm Benning, oh my god, Norm, he's fast right now at this track. In qualifying, he's 3rd. And now he's 4th, which only 4 cars have qualified, so he's probably not going to make the race here. It'd be cool if he did, but I have my doubts. Alright. Jason White qualified 5th. Jay White qualified 1st so far. 5 cars have gone. But here we go. We're going to lead the field back to green here at Kansas. Green flag is back out. Should have just started in 2nd, honestly. 2 laps to go. Has our luck finally turned around? We're tight. We're tight. We are tight. I don't think it has. We just lost the race lead. We're trying our best here. Zane Smith is on fire, though. With 1 lap to go, if we finish 2nd, I'm crying. Gained a lot of ground there. He's going to shoot down the backstretch, though. We're not going to get it. We're going to come home 2nd to Zane Smith after we dominated the race. Ugh. I don't even know what to say. Ah, damn it. All right, 2nd at Kansas, I guess. Let's go take a look at the points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the points following Dover for the Arkham Menard series. I did not reset this, so whoopsie daisy, forgot to do that. Actually, no, that is 40 drivers, so I need to put these 2 in yellow as well. Forgot to do that. I'm forgetting to do so many things. It's this one. But anyways, our main full-time driver, Matt Squire, puts himself still inside of the top 10 in points. He did not have a good race at Dover. But Mason Diaz, I think he got his 3rd career win now. We'll check later. But Parker Chase continues to hold the points lead over Tanner Reef and Rajah Caruth. And on the truck side of things, oh, I didn't do this either. We definitely moved up in points. We are just outside of the top 10 now with our 180 points we scored at Kansas. Zane Smith, he is going to get the win over us. I'm kind of salty about it still, and it's happened like 20 minutes ago now. So, I mean, it's whatever, I guess. But Christian Eckes still holds the points lead over Matt Crafton and Chandler Smith. So, I think we might be able to get inside the top 10, maybe the top 5 by the time the playoffs start, which will be at, I think the first race is at IRP. So playoffs start in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 races already. So we're only 8 races in. So actually 16. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I don't know. But take a look at the stats now. That's another start for us. That's 8 We actually got a top 10, and we got a top 5, and we got a top 3 finish. So far this season, we've only had 3 top 10 finishes in 8 races, which isn't the greatest, but hey, it's gotten us to top 10, or not quite top 10 in points, but close enough. So we've had a very inconsistent season. Texas, Bristol, Martinsville happened. Riverside, we almost had a top 10 at Riverside. I think we finished 12th there. That would have been another one to add to the list. That would have been 50%. So moving into this beautiful mess of things, Mason Diaz win number 3 for him, and not at Five Flags. This time it is at Dover, and today's date is the 17th of February 2023. So I'll reorder those later on, but the truck side of things, we can add Zane Smith to this list now. Instead of giving ourselves a second win, which we could have, but whoop-de-doo, I guess. I am recording this on a Friday. Don't know why. I just am. And then that is it for that. The scheduling here, I don't remember where everyone finished, so I'll put that in off camera. You weren't supposed to see that. And Kansas, we come home second. Where is this going to put our average finish up to? 16.5 on the dot. So we can go ahead and fill in Zane Smith here with his win at Kansas. And on the team side of things, payouts, ARCA, actually, I would need to do this. So I would need to find out where our drivers finish. So I'll add in the ARCA one later. But for Kansas, which is race number 8, second place finish, that is $150,000. I'm just going to continue to round up, which that'll put us to $901,000. That was a pretty easy one to do. So season 4 is looking more and more likely for what I have planned. So without further ado, guys, I won't keep you here much longer. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next race, which will be at Darlington.